Thank you. Thank you for having me, Future Fest. And my talk could not come at a better time after Umar Hadid. I hope to get connected with him because I'm going to talk to you guys about blockchain. And today is going to be a talk where maybe I'll be a little bit straightforward, so forgive me in advance. But Pakistan is sleeping on a multi-billion-dollar opportunity. I'm Pakistani myself, born and raised in the Netherlands. I haven't actually been to Pakistan in 18 years. And a good friend of mine, Grinza, managed to pull me into Pakistan and saying, there's a huge pool of talent here that is ready to be exposed to the market, to the world. But today I'm going to be very, very direct to you because I've had many conversations. My talk was going to be slightly different, but I had conversations with people about blockchain in Pakistan, and it's very, very early here. I'm not going to talk about crypto. I'm not talking about crypto. I'm talking about blockchain. There are many, many use cases, and in blockchain, there's a lot that you can do. And today, the opportunity for you to be exposed to the world, all it will require is a laptop and an internet connection. And it's not being used in Pakistan. Let me tell you a story. In the Turkish Empire, the Ottoman Empire, at the start, innovation and invention was important. A lot of money was spent on innovation and invention. The first mechanical astronomical clock was invented by the Ottomans, and now it was used throughout the world. At the end of the same empire, they ignored invention and technology. They were too stubborn to adopt what was called at the time a printer. So the West invented a printer to print books masses, and they didn't want to adopt that technology, specifically for the Quran. They thought the Quran needed to be handwritten. At the end of the same age, there exists Quran today that have a watermark of a cross because the West wouldn't sell it to the Ottoman Empire without this feature. It became too dependent on technology. They were 10, 20, 30 years too late to the game. And my fear is that Pakistan will be too late to the game because I'm not seeing the same adoption of Web3. Very reluctant, scared of blockchain. And it's a lot more than crypto, a lot more. Has anyone here heard of the name Arfa Karim? Arfa Karim? The national pride. At the age of 9 years old, she became the youngest Microsoft engineer. And may God rest her soul. She passed away at the tender age of 16. That level of grit to be 9 years old and you're the youngest engineer of an American company. That's wild, and that's what we need in order to succeed at blockchain. Another unfortunate example is that when the radio was created, what you could hear in some areas of the peninsula, "Ne radio ka istemal not karo," it's a box with a jinn inside of it, which is a perfect example of how unfortunately some parts of our world viewed technology, and we shouldn't view technology. In recent research, it has shown that Pakistan has opened up to blockchain development. There's a report by Electric Capital where it shows that one of the fastest growing markets for blockchain development is India, Bangladesh, and amongst other, Pakistan is showing a slight increase in blockchain development, but not that much. Still, not that much. Arfa Karim is the embodiment of what you can be, but you're gonna have to put in the work and to understand and learn about blockchain. I did not have the opportunity that you had someone talking on stage saying, hey, here are the opportunities in blockchain, and I'm going to talk about it specifically in a bit, and how you can get started today, learning how to develop on blockchain, and then start earning money and opportunities and jobs. All you need is a laptop and an internet connection. Today, if you go to YouTube and you type in Python blockchain development or JavaScript blockchain development, you'll find a 32-hour course or a 16-hour course that will take you from zero to hero. I've had 12 friends from Kenya, Nigeria, Italy, that have farming backgrounds, that have non-engineering backgrounds. They're not engineers. Went through this course. They started to write technical articles, participate in boot camps, free boot camps. They're all free in Web3, most of them. Hackathons, started to build, and they have six-figure jobs. My friend who earns the most highest earning job he has right now, he used to be a farmer. He earns $480K a year in dollars. After 6 months, he landed his first job as a blockchain developer, a smart contract engineer, and he earned $140K. Before that, he was getting by on $8K per year. This is what you're sleeping on. A month ago, an Indian kid that I know, Priyank, he came to me 8 months ago and he said, Raza bhai, I want to get into blockchain development. 19 years old. I said, okay. He has a CS degree background, barely knows programming. I told him this course, I told him write articles, write step-by-step tutorials, and participate in hackathons. 1 month ago, he landed his first job. It was 7 months later. But he put in the effort. He put in the effort, learned how to write smart contracts, learned how blockchain works, learned about protocols, was active on Twitter, wrote articles, wrote guides that were already written 100 times before, but he still wrote them. And then he got noticed by multiple companies, reached out to them, one flew him out to Dubai, and now he has a job. And I know these opportunities are not for everyone, and it doesn't sound easy. And then let me tell you right now, it's not easy. It's not easy. The plan is simple, but it's not easy. But I don't know of a single example of my friends who hasn't put in the effort, myself included. I used to be an accountant, and I jumped into tech, learned engineering, and was able to get these opportunities. Last year, I visited 13 countries. The year before, I visited 11 countries. And let me tell you, blockchain is taking off everywhere except for here in Pakistan. Sure, there's crypto exchanges. There are great projects like H2O Tayyaba. They're doing good work, and it needs to start there. But in comparison where other countries are going, and trust me, these are countries that have even less resources than Pakistan. They have less engineering capability than Pakistan. But they're way ahead, way ahead. I had conversations, we have a booth, and I had to explain people what a blockchain is. And the way I would explain it is, do you know what Binance is? A crypto trading exchange platform, which has partially to do with a blockchain. When I go to another country, I've been to many, many countries. I don't need to explain what a blockchain is. I don't need to explain what Ethereum is. I don't need to explain who Vitalik is. I do need to explain that here. And that's the type of conversations people had 7 years ago in different countries. 7 years ago. So today, if you want to get started, you can act now. What you need is a laptop and an internet connection and a willingness to learn. If a farmer with no engineering background has done it, what excuse do you have today? 0 to hero, this course will take you 32 hours. I'm not talking to anyone in the audience who's not willing to do the work. I was married, I had 3 kids, was doing my MBA, and I learned this technology on the side. You're gonna have to put in the work. And if you don't put in the work, then it's not for you. But you follow this course, 0 to hero. You start writing articles, you start being active on social media. Twitter is a very, very important platform that I don't see many young Pakistanis being active on. You start engaging, you get noticed, this is how you get hired. And even if you don't want to do that, you write your technical articles and you apply. In Web3, it's very common knowledge. It's very common knowledge that you refer to your work, not to your degree, but to your GitHub account, to your articles that you've written. My time is over, so I will leave it at this. I truly hope that at least 1 or 2 people in the audience have heard what I said. Because what I do not hope is that 10 years from now, we look back, where we are already 7 years behind, and say, this is a technology that we could have used. This is a technology where we could have had opportunities and we didn't use it. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me or Krinza, who's here in the front row. We're more than happy to help anyone who wants to get started. Thank you.